Online dating seems to be a recent topic in the media and is drawing a fine line between old school romance and new school romance. Online dating, and by extension millennials, have been accused of ruining dating and completely doing away with the concept of courting. But are they ruining dating? Or are they simply adapting to the times? This documentary seeks to prove that online dating is not ruining romance, but rather changing relationship dynamics. This video seeks to prove to baby boomers that online dating is not ruining romance, but has simply changed the way millennials find that special someone. Coming up in a time where knowledge is literally at the tip of our fingers and getting instant results has never been easier, millennials are adapting to the environment they are in.
The fact is, the social rules for dating have always changed from one generation to the next.
So how does this generation view dating? And particularly, the standards set by online dating. We created a survey and shared it with students at American University in Washington, D.C. According to their responses, the most common appeals of online dating to millennials are ease, convenience, and control. But we wanted to know more than what online surveys could tell us, so we asked millennials themselves some questions about online dating. What about online dating appeals to you?
I don't have a lot of time in my day-to-day life to go out and meet people.
I think it's an easy way to meet people that you normally wouldn't come in contact with.
I like the idea of being able to look at someone before you to have multiple options, right? You can just go through people, because we're in this generation where we're not into face-to-face interaction like that. So naturally I'm oh, okay, this is cool.
I like that it's user-friendly and that I can make the decision later, or I can swipe and then make the decision whether or not I want to interact with the people that I swipe on.
Access to lots of different women to meet, and just the fact that don't necessarily, having a busy schedule, I don't have to make time to meet people.
Some changes to relationship dynamic brought on by online dating may be perceived as negative, such as choice overload. Jenna Birch from Nylon states that having so many romantic options can lead to an overabundance of choice. According to psychologist Barry Schwartz's book, Paradox of Choice, a few options increase our happiness, but too many can have the opposite effect. Research shows people are less satisfied with their choice if they have a large pool of potential partners to choose from. Jonathan D'Angelo states, daters who had a large pool of partners and were given the option to reverse their selection were the least satisfied with their choice and more likely to act on their ability to reverse the selection than daters who were given a small pool of partners. Having too many choices can also result in a lack of monogamy. Furthermore, at least one study based on interviews with online daters warns that having a great deal of choice may not be so beneficial after all, because it can make daters reluctant to commit to just one person. However, having so many options can have positive results. Secondary research supports the idea that online dating makes it easier to meet new people and expand one's social network by allowing people to meet people they would not have otherwise met. Jenna Birch points out that if you meet an online or app dating prospect, you are far more likely to be meeting up with a complete stranger. When a couple is formed via this tech-based method, you are drawing a new tie that didn't exist before, thus completely changing the fabric of your social network. So while choice overload may hurt the relationship dynamic, it also brings an opportunity to meet new people and increases chances of meeting a person one can connect with. Most of the millennials we talk to seem to agree with this sentiment.
Do you think online dating makes meeting people easier?
Yes, I think it makes meeting people a lot easier.
Yes.
Is that an easier platform to meet new people?
Yes, I think so.
Yes. I think that it can help people find people they're compatible with who they wouldn't necessarily meet in their day-to-day life.
Well, yeah, it makes it easier to meet someone.
Another argument against online dating has to do with the potential fakeness of one's self-representation online. People can beautify and improve their image for an online profile, which makes the whole experience seem less authentic. Roy McGloin found that individuals whose profile pictures were rated as physically attractive were also seen as less authentic, and raters were more likely to believe that the profile picture was not an accurate representation of the person's true physical characteristics. This creates an environment of distrust. For example, One study found that attractive profile pictures were evaluated as less authentic than comparable unattractive profile pictures, and they thus conclude that highly attractive profile pictures cannot be trusted in an online dating setting. However, research also shows that people are more likely to get into relationships with people they consider similar to themselves, and the similarity of values, beliefs, and characteristics have a higher rate of relationship formation. App dating, coupled with the rise of women flooding education in the workforce, has led to a rise in assertive mating, aka pairing off with a partner who's rather similar to yourself in a variety of ways that go beyond the superficial. Furthermore, studies have proven that individuals who share similar values are more likely to form a relationship than a pair who are different from one another. This could mean that online dating provides many avenues for success, especially when finding individuals who share the same values and beliefs. We asked our millennials if they felt they had success with online dating, and these were their responses.
Nah, if I'm still single, no.
Yeah, for the purposes that I use it for, I feel pretty successful.
No, not particularly.
Why not?
I haven't actually gone on any online dates yet.
I think it's 50-50 to horrible situation to best case scenario. Absolute best case scenario. Dating someone similar to themselves allows people to easily draw upon their own self-knowledge and make conclusions about the other person, which in turn increases their knowledge about the target person. This has the possibility to lead to long-lasting relationships. Previous research shows that there is an environment of distrust concerning online dating and the possibility of online dating fostering long-term relationships. However, a lot of millennials feel that online dating can in fact lead to long-term relationships.
I actually know a couple that met on Tinder, and I think they've been together for like 3.5 years or something like that.
I've seen it happen. I guess it can happen. So, yeah.
I think it's easier to find someone who matches your relationship needs through the internet than it is meeting people randomly through your real life.
But it's not necessarily that like online dating is better at matching people who are compatible, like using some like crazy algorithm, but it's more just like it lets you meet people that you wouldn't normally meet, like going to a bar, or going to a club, or like going to work.
Yeah, I definitely think they're possible. I know people that have been in long-term relationships with online dating and they seem happy.
Do millennials think online dating is ruining old-fashioned romance?
I wouldn't say it's ruining it. I would say that people are not doing it as often, I guess. Like, I don't know. Some people will say, you know, you meet someone online and then it turns into old school, like, romance or whatever. Or some people will say, you know, online dating is, like, killing the game. But I think we forget that online dating has, like, been around for a while.
Yeah, a little bit. I think there is, you know, something to be said about meeting in person or, you know, the optimal meet cute type thing, but I think there's also something to be said about the ease at which you can meet multiple people in a busy lifestyle that online dating brings.
Christian Mingle, like blackandmeet.com, like, they always had them around, but they seem to be really funny at the time. But now that's essentially what people are doing through Tinder and Bumble and whatever else. The League, I heard that was for the classy people. But yeah.
Yes and no. I think if someone's into old school romance, that it will be possible no matter what, and if someone's not, then they're not going to, and like online dating isn't really going to like ultimately change that.
I don't think it's necessarily ruining it, it's just changing. We have more options.
One thing is for certain, whether old school or new school, love is love, and we are all searching for that special someone. And millennials are simply trying to figure out the best way to go about it.
As a term, dating is more fluid than it's been in the past. Looks different, feels different. But as a process, it's stable. And though we might experience some hiccups along the way, we may go about it in some ways that seem unconventional at first. If we would employ it and engage in it, we could put ourselves in position to create relationships that have the capacity to increase our quality of life. And that's what dating is supposed to be about. Because that's what life is about.
Whether through meeting by chance, blind dates, or online, we are all looking for someone to have and to hold. And who knows? Maybe they are simply a swipe away.